guys, what's up? I'm just doing a quick update for you. It's supposed to be getting rain here, so I don't want to do a lot of watering, but these are borage, blue borage, and this is oca. The oca is coming up. Sitting over here. And my onions are doing great. The radishes are doing great. The arugula is doing good. It's the variety is the arugula rocket. Give me a second. Look at the air conditioning unit when I roll this up real quick. And then I'll run y'all around the yard. I gotta get some stuff done before it starts to get windier. And I'm gonna have to close this up. See if anything else is showing itself. Some beans. I see some beans, y'all. Alright. So I see some yard long beans or right there coming up. The Placenta kale is coming up, which is dinosaur kale. I got some tomatoes back there coming up. The gooseberries. Is it cucumbers? It's cucumbers. I think it says cucumbers. I don't have my glasses on, my reading glasses. So, I cannot read that. But whatever that is, it's coming up. Hold on, let me see if I can find Calypso. I don't know what that says. Hold on. It's the celery giant Prague. They are coming up, which I'm so excited about. Yep. And the Jamaican sorrel is coming up. The lemongrass is sprouting. There's nothing in this without some snake plants. Trying to get some snake plants to root down there. That's all that's in that pot. Those other two pots are still empty. And I have some what's that stuff called? The big leaves. Daggone it. Monstera rooting in that bottle, water bottle, soda bottle, drink bottle, water bottle. It's a bottle. So this is some more nasturtiums that I put inside of one of the banana plants carcasses, and it's coming up. This is some more banana plant stuff that I threw over there right out. These are the Detroit golden beets I put over here, and I put the I moved some bok choy or the bok choy and the onions that were coming up in the greenhouse. One of the pots I had over there. Some more onions. I moved it's doing a lot better since I moved it over here. It was getting too much sun over in the other area. So this is the head and lettuce that wasn't doing good in the bucket, but it's doing better over here. And I put some more of the onions and some more of the rocket over here. So yeah, so God's supposed to be watering this for me today. I'll just walk y'all around real quick. I gotta move that borage out and put its means. I gotta come over here and look around. Whatever it is, probably a snail or something, because see there's like a trail. So I gotta look around in here and see if I can find it and then destroy it. But this is the head and lettuce, and it's doing pretty good. So yeah. Let me get it off of because that's probably how it's climbing up, to avoid climbing around in the snail bait and stuff. This is my grapevine. As you can see, it's doing great. It's getting leaves on it. I haven't seen anything in this section yet, but we're just gonna wait and see. If it doesn't have anything in another week or two, then I'm just gonna snip it off right here. This is the rosemary that took. It's doing good. I'm not sure what's volunteering in there with it, but I ain't unbothered. And my rhododendron is fully have leaves on it now. get ready to get some more flowers. And yeah, look like something was coming up in there. Yep. So I think this is either Oka or it's the Jerusalem artichoke in here. Probably Jerusalem artichoke. So I need to move this bag where it gets more sun. So I'm gonna sit it right here. Oh, maybe I didn't. No, there ain't no ramps right there. So yeah, I'm gonna sit that Jerusalem artichoke right there. It there might be some Jerusalem artichokes still out here in this area, which is why I haven't done a lot of digging over here. Like I think this is a Jerusalem artichoke coming up right here. So there might be some more out here. So I haven't been doing a lot of digging out there until they get taller, and then I'll weed around their bases once they pop up. Because I might have missed some. Because we cooked most of the ones we got last year. And these are my wild chicories right here. My rose bush is getting, look. Oops. Look, y'all, we're gonna get roses. And then I gotta get some aphids. I make up some aphid spray to spray on it. That onion is doing great right there. The peas. Why they don't want to just stay on this side of the trellis? But the peas are doing good. Over here, my nemesis is over here too. These white flowers, I can't stand them. Okay. Now, there are some early figs on the fig tree in places. And I've been waiting for this bad boy to put up a seed head, but he ain't done it yet. And my beets over here are starting to come up, so I might be moving some of them around. And this is a borage over here, another beet right there, some radishes over here. Like these beets right here, I'll probably leave them alone. Let them just, since they survive, just let them just grow up right there. Some of the celery. Yeah, so this is Jerusalem artichoke right here and right here that I planted over here. This is some celery that's coming up. The spinach. The spinach is doing good. Some more arugula. The radishes are starting to form. Me and Marissa been sneaking out here, getting some, just snacking on them. These are rutabaga under the netting. And those spinach over there are doing okay, but we need some rain. The corn, that's the corn. I don't know if y'all can see that. More of the corn came up. My blackberry and raspberry. Some more narcissus, my persimmon. I've been healing up the volunteer potatoes. I've been healing them up. Still nothing with this apple tree. No flowers and stuff. So I'm just gonna wait. Just wait. It might be one of those late kind of apple trees. So I'm just not gonna bother it right now. And so these brassicas are like some either soy, but it's supposed to be like onions in between. The onions did not germinate. I haven't seen any of them that germinated. It's supposed to be like onions in between each row of the pack soy. And this membrane is when it rains, it'll go, it'll get in between the membrane. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting like little short rows of parsnips or carrots in between those. I have to check my book to make sure that they're not, enemies to each other. The potatoes got to be healed up some. They're growing good. So my potatoes on that row. And this row right here, the ground is cracking. I put some chicken pellets out too to fertilize them when it rains. So the ground is starting to crack. So I'm hoping these potatoes are getting ready to come to the surface. This was Luna's dig area when she was over here helping me in the garden the other day. So I made like little squares, and that's where she was supposed to dig at. So yeah, it's a shell. Okay. Over here, I moved some more of the arugula. Over here, there's a couple of okra that came up. It looked like there might be a couple, like one might come up back there. None of the seeds that we found from my dad's shed have come up, so I don't think those are viable. I'm gonna put the last of them on a paper towel and see if any of them will germinate, and keep your fingers crossed with that. Some more okra are coming up here, and I forgot what I planted over here. I forget. Let me see if you can read it. Maybe it was dinosaur kale. So there's one here, a couple over there. The dinosaur kale is coming up over there. I put some kind of beans over here, I think. I don't remember. But there's one right there coming up. So I put some beans over here too. We'll see. The peas are coming up good over there. I have a bean that came up from this row. There's some right there coming up, and the ants have built a hill around that bean. No sight of the parsnips. No sight of the carrots. But this doesn't look like a weed, so we're gonna wait and see what that is. And something's coming up here and here. So it could be some more beans that I planted. Could be some parsnips, could be the carrots, who knows. Could be a weed. We don't know yet. And I put some of the Jerusalem artichoke back here between these two onions. So hopefully those will be coming up soon. There's beans right here. There's beans right there under the netting. More onions. And this is a weed right here. None of the stuff I planted over here, which was the Henderson lima beans and the Black Beauty eggplant, which eggplant might be. Hey, look, I found a coin. We could clean it up, but it looks like an old quarter. It looks like one of the eggplants is trying to come up right here. It might not be an eggplant. It could be. We don't know yet. We'll just wait and see, won't we? None of the peas that I put back there came up. Yeah. Let's go over to the new spot. This section was supposed to be for the rainbow carrots. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that maybe some of those will come up. It's just, once we get this rain, stuff will probably start showing its head. Alright, I'll take y'all around to the other side. We get this rain and these will be ready to eat next week. In my mulch pile all down. I don't know what my husband and granddaughter was doing over here other than making messes. Mulch pile area for several years, and now I made it into a little garden area. And I had to put fencing around it because people don't know how to keep their animals in their freaking house. As you can see, came in here the other day, dug all that area back there, and this was planted. They could dig, but no, they want to cut the rest of the plant and dig. So those are squash, black beauty squash, some nasturtiums, some sunflowers, some arugula, and onions, more onions. And these are the Egyptian walking onions that I moved back here. And they don't look like they're too happy, but they'll either die or find their footing. It ain't like I ain't got more. But yeah, we had to do this because stray cats keep coming over here using my garden as a potting potty place. So they got scapes on them. See, that's the eastern kale. And I'm hoping that goes to seed. So I've been moving onions as they come up. I just threw onions down in there. I threw narcissism seeds in there. This is fire palm, I think. I got it from my daughter's house. I just stuck it in here to sit for the root. These are little conifers that were coming up at her house. So I just stuck those in there. This is it's either the oca or is the Jerusalem artichoke. It's one of the two. Or it could be a potato, because I did throw a potato in one of these pots. It might be a potato. It's a potato. So I want to see how many potatoes are going in one of these little pots like this. Celery, and the Jerusalem artichoke is in this bucket. Some too. See, Jerusalem artichokes in this bucket, and celery. This is some type of basil that my daughter brought home, and I put it outside. It's got a little heat to it, so I'm thinking it's some type of Thai basil. But it's really flavorful. Some more of the narcissus to lay out, put out. There's some right there. I gotta go back in the house and I forgot to get my keys. Alright, so the last section to show y'all is, and they're starting to coming up. I put some lemon basil in here and some genosia basil in here. The tulips are still blooming. They're beautiful. They're covered in aphids right now though. The strawberries are blooming. Got little strawberries on them. There's blue narcissus in here, sunflower, and this is the gloves coming up. So we got narcissus seeds and sunflowers in each of these little bricks. Luna planted them, so my grandbaby got growing hands. And then we got some more gladiolas. I didn't even know there were gladiolas over here. Coming up, more strawberries. The strawberries are down there on their own row. Ain't it awesome what God can do? So these 2 rows I planted asparagus. But as you can see from the paw prints, the animals have still been coming over here digging. Even after I put this wire down, they can't get to this part to dig. I need some more wire to go over this section. And the pear tree had tons of flowers. So we're gonna get, there you go. We're gonna get some pears again this year, as you can see. It might not be as many as we got last year, because it's early, and then it got cold. See, there's some, but we're gonna get some more pears. Not as many as last year, but hey, it is what it is. Because it was a little early that it flowered, so it didn't have too many bees out yet. All right, so that's it, guys. That's all that I got going on right now. Times yet, but every little thing gets me excited. And that's the worm bin. It's empty. We took all the soil out because I wasn't seeing my worms, and some bugs, ants or something had gotten into the worm bin while it was in the garage. And we only found like 2 or 3 worms. So I ordered some more red regulars to start a new vermiculture and try and find a better way to protect it. But yeah, once this rain starts, everything will be pretty cool. What I wanted to do was to move some of the soil out of the other garden into under the nets, but I'm just gonna, because I need more organic matter. I used to get alpaca poop from my friend to bring out here to help prepare it, start getting the soil, make it better. But it's radishes. So see, so I haven't sourced a new source of grazon-free animal manure for my garden. So basically, it's been using what compost that I make, and it's pretty much been it. So that is good. I'm gonna pull up a couple more of those to snack on. But I think that is the Malabar spinach right there coming up. I'm transplanting over here, but the label that was on that disappeared. I set it outside for a couple days. So I don't know if a bird stole it or what. But I also put some little arugulas in here with this. So yeah. Let's hope there's one. Here's one of the early figs. You can see it right there. So next year, after and we got like every one of these come at a fig will probably pop up on it. So when all of those are new that grew up over the winter time, new suckers that grew up from the root that I gotta cut out of there come fall after the tree loses all its leaves and the sap goes down. So a lot of those suckers and young ones, I gotta cut that out of there. And yeah, this is a fig tree, y'all. It's a fig tree. I got these fig trees from Baker Creek several years ago, right before we put Tater down. I've been looking through my old emails and stuff trying to find out the variety. I know one of them is a turkey fig. That's this one. It's like all three of the figs planted together. Like this side is brown turkey fig right here. This main trunk right here is brown turkey fig. Okay. Now, if you go over to the other side, try not to step where it looks like it might be a Jerusalem artichoke coming up. So if you go to this smaller one right here, that is a a golden fig. The golden fig, that thicker branch right over there, base, that's a golden fig. Now the one that's in between the two is like a hybrid. It'll have the shape of a golden fig, but it'll have the coloring of a turkey fig, but it's also delicious. So it's like an in between the sugar fig and the berry fig, because I think the golden fig is a sugar fig and the turkey fig is a berry fig. This fig is like in between of the two. And yeah, so this fall we're gonna cut this bad boy down, way down. So I'm looking down here to see if I see any of the Jerusalem artichokes, because once I identify them, I can weed around them. Like all this is shamrocks. They seed themselves. It's invasive. It's to the point that they're invasive, and they look a lot like the oca, but they're not. They're not. These are not edible. They're in the same family, but they're not. These are not edible. If you eat these bad boys, you're gonna get sick. See, and their root structure is a little bit different from the oca. But yeah, I've been looking around trying to see if I see any of the Jerusalem artichokes over here, and I haven't seen any this far back. So I might have harvested all the ones that was back here. But it's early days. We'll wait and see. These are all the lilies that I moved from over there. I'm still trying to get those lilies out, but they're so deep down that I'm just leaving them. Right now, I'm just leaving them alone. But I do have some Jerusalem artichokes that are coming up. Where did I see that one over here coming up? This one right here. And I think there was another one I saw over here coming up. But this is my gardenia. Birds have been pooping on it. And it's been doing good all winter. I moved it from over there to over here. And I don't know if it's getting ready to go through a resting phase or if it don't like this spot. But we'll see. If it looks like it's not doing well, then I'll move it over here where to get more sunshine. So yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm just talking now. And I don't have anything ready to get set out into the garden yet. So or get pricked out. So I'm just letting that cool out some before I close it, before the storms come. Like I said, I think these are the last days for my. This thing is 20 some years old, 20 years old. That's about how long we've been over here. And it's been steady putting out flowers and seeds, and then the little branches is putting the flowers and seeds off are dying. So I think these are the last days for this. See, there's the seeds right there. I just let them drop in there. Maybe some of them will decide they want to come up. Who knows? But I buried one of the little branches down here and under here from the plant, and it hasn't they haven't not, they like they might have rooted. So keep your fingers crossed for that. Got more flowers coming over here, more seeds over here on this side. It has served us well. We have prepared hundreds, if not thousands, of meals with this rosemary. I've given rosemary away from off of this bush to people countless times. So this rosemary bush has served us well. That is for sure. That is for sure. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all take care. Thank y'all for coming by. Hold up, let me put my glasses on. Then I don't know what I did with my glasses. Oh, they're on my head. So I can try to read the text. Yes, I can't stand that stuff. I hate it. It is like the worst. My allergies, this is like the main culprit for my allergies out here. Since we moved to this house, I've been battling that stuff. And I can't stand it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful plant, but it's an alien. It's like, if you ever watch anime, there's an anime called Geneseo, and it's like they're on this alien planet. Humans are trying to survive on this planet, and there's this alien that is shaped just like the bulb, the root of that plant, and this alien is carnivorous, and it can move. The bulb part can move. But these plants are like aliens because they not only reproduce through seeds, they also reproduce through their root structure. Thank you. So it is horrible. Everywhere I look, flowers. And I went through here, y'all was on the video when I went through here when they first started flowering and pulling every flower I saw up. I can't keep up with it now because I can come up and it'll send up 2 or 3 more flower heads overnight through the ground. It's like they weren't there yesterday. The entire flower head is new. It'll send it up through the night. These things are just programmed to reproduce by any means necessary. So, oh yeah, these are wild leeks right here. The wild ramps, they call them ramps, but they're this type of leek. I planted those out yesterday. So I planted those yesterday up over here. This ground right here was from where, remember I had all that straw and stuff piled up here to protect see they got ants crawling all over the plant, to protect the plant during the winter time and to feed it. So there's worms. It's tons of worms up under here, which is good and bad because worms eat mostly dead and decaying stuff, which means the root system for this plant is dying. And it's like more mobile now, so I'm pretty sure its roots are starting to die. Some of the roots are starting to die. But like you can look at the ground, the soil, the way it's all crumbly and broken on the top. That's a sure sign that you got worm activity around here. So yeah, so I'm gonna be planting some stuff around this rosemary, so they can feed off of all this good nutrients rich soil that these worms have left behind over the winter time. So, my canna lilies are coming up. I still haven't seen my elephant ear, even though it looks like it might have survived. It still hasn't. Well, I got some growth now. There it is. So this is my elephant ear. I'm gonna be building the soil up in this area so it'll have more protection over the winter. Oh look, it's sending out a baby on the side too. So these are some of the old stuff. But it's sending a baby out right there. My elephant ear. Nice. So yeah, ants, get off me. I ain't trying to be bit up today. So, oh, here's one. Here's a Jerusalem artichoke. I stepped on it too. There's a Jerusalem artichoke right there coming up. So we'll have some Jerusalem artichokes. They were real good, and I love how they just take the flavor of whatever you're cooking them with. So they were very good, very starchy. The kids liked them too. So yeah, but we need this rain. These are some of the daggone it, gladiola that I moved over here. They're coming up. And I had planted some other different bulb plants over here, but some of them, they didn't look good. Like there were some dahlias, they didn't look like they were in too good a shape to start with. I don't think they made it. And I'm getting scapes. See, if you don't take these off, it's gonna make seed heads. Wherever you see these, it's gonna make seed heads. And these are the Egyptian walking onions. And what happens is those seed heads, as it gets this stem here is very hollow. So as this stem, it'll start when the seed heads get bigger to where they're viable. This will start to wilt and it will lean over, fall over. That's why they call it a walking onion. And then so these seeds will touch the ground, and where they touch the ground, they'll root, and then their new onion plants will come up in a bunch right there in that grouping. And all you gotta do is just break them apart. And so these are some flowers I got coming up right here. Some flowers, some celery, not celery, some more. I gotta plant some more. I'm trying to do every couple of weeks. I'm trying to put down some more cilantro and some more basil in different spots, so that as some of it is finishing up or it starts to bolt, we'll have some new plants ready. I'm trying to be more active, and y'all gotta help me stay on top of everything, as far as keeping my energy levels up and keeping my gardening enthusiasm. I mean, I love gardening, love it, but sometimes between the sun and my diabetes, I do not want to be outside. Alright, so this is grass clippings and leaves that I put in the bucket to make fertilizer. And so there's some down there that's almost ready. And as you can see, that stuff can survive a nuclear attack. It should have rotted and died, because it's straight up in water to make fertilizer. But as you can see, it's still living. These things, I'm going to show y'all what I mean by it's an alien bulb. Look at it. It has a bulb, and if you put it in the ground, see all these little hair-like roots on the bottom of it? See those little nodules? Those nodules put out a root system, and that root system form new babies, little miniatures of this bulb. And this bulb will get bigger and bigger. The mother bulb will get bigger and bigger. And all around the mother bulb will be all these little baby bulbs, like little teeny ones, little teeny tiny ones. If I can find some to show y'all. And that stuff stinks, and that stuff is still living in it. So that's the fertilizer. Ugh, gross. I hope I can find some I can show y'all. This probably won't come up good. Here we go. Look, you see all those little baby ones around it? That's what I was talking about. It's a freaking alien, man. See all those little teeny tiny ones? So there's one right there. It's an alien. It wants its babies nearby. So each one of these babies, the second year, each one of those babies will be about as big as that mother bulb right there. And then they'll have babies. And so like I said, they spread via seed and root system. So these are like horrible alien plants. So yeah, I think they came here on a meteorite and they landed in Virginia. See, there's a bunch of them, the babies. See? Yep. They do, but they do break up the soil. I will give you that. If you got an area where it's really clay-like, and they love clay-like soil, they do break up the soil. You just got to dig them up. That's the problem. So, yeah. There's a spider. There's a spider. He probably trying to figure out how to get up under there. He can go bug hunting. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all for coming by. Yeah. Well, you mean put them in the trash? Well, I'm letting them rot down in these buckets, and then I'll feed my plants and stuff with it. The juice, the weed juice. I'll weed out like if it's real dry and stuff. Cause I got chicken pellets and I got my comfrey. Something ate my comfrey. I mean, I always thought comfrey was one of those plants that a lot of bugs and weeds don't want to touch, but something ate my comfrey, so I got to replant my comfrey, which is another plant that is a good fertilizer plant for your garden. Like I said, you can tell from the soil that it needs more nutrients added. So we need to get I put my name on the list to get mulch delivered, and so that we can let the mulch rot down, and then the second year that mulch will be ready to be used added to the garden, and to help richen the soil back up. This soil was under a tarp for a couple of years, and so these trees probably stole even that pecan tree used to have roots that came all the way over here into my garden. So yeah, so they stole a lot of the nutrients out of the soil. But we're gonna get there. All right, Steve. I haven't forgot about you. I just, between my work with my new job and stuff, and then with getting the garden and stuff ready, I just have not even been thinking about yarn, really. But I haven't forgotten you. Your pinkishness will be on the way soon. You'll hear my neighbors in a little while. They done let their dog out the house. You'll hear them hollering for the dog. It's getting ready to get roses. Look. You'll hear them hollering in a little while for their dog. The Jerusalem artichokes is coming up. That's right there. That's the Jerusalem artichokes. There's some in the bucket. One of the buckets over there got them in there too. Those radishes are good. Even though they're too small, they're still good. Next week, if we get that rain tonight, they'll probably be ready in 2 days or so. I'm talking to my husband, y'all. He stepped out onto the back porch. I was gonna pull up a couple more of these radishes. And we clean them off, chop them up, and put them on top of the spaghetti. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm so happy about my grapevine. I hope my sister don't forget to bring me a piece of my dad's grapevine. If not, we'll be driving down there soon. I can get it myself. But I'm so happy my grapevine is soon. Just these, I don't think this part. I'm not gonna mess with it because it's still pretty flexible. But it hasn't flowered or since I opened up. I would have thought this would have opened up first, like this one did. See, there's one up there. It might not open up, so I know I'm gonna have to prune this back if it don't open up any if none of it opens up. But yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye. Thank y'all for coming by.